Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elza and it's been a century since I filmed any of the videos. As you see by the title of the video, it's not going to be how to get job blah 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 video. It's actually quite vulnerable and personal subject for me, but I feel that it's very important to share. So yesterday, June 24th, I celebrated 100 days of non-consuming any kind of alcohol. And also I don't smoke and I never actually did any kind of drugs. So it's 100 days of complete clarity and purification process. And I want to just share with you some positive and negative effects on my life. And I'm not sure if I can give any of the life hacks if you want to try this, but maybe my story can be useful. So just a little bit of a background. I'm 25 now. I was born in Russia, and a lot of stereotypes that you hear about my country are actually quite true. Most of Russians are heavy drinkers, and as a kid you get an access to alcohol in a very early age. Like I remember me and my schoolmates, we were like doing homework, drinking, I don't know, at the age of 13 or 14 or something. I remember I got very drunk on at the prom. I was 16. But after my high school, I moved to St. Petersburg, and I made a sorry for my English, I forgot all the words. I made a conscious decision not to consume anything. I was dancing, I was studying, so my life was quite, even though I was alone in the city, I was allowed to do anything. My life was quite healthy back then. When I was 21 or 22, 21, I joined luxury hospitality as a profession, and it opened for me the world of very high quality bars and restaurants and mixology art and the wine culture in general. So naturally, let's say, a part of out of curiosity, because like I really love learning, even if it's like learning about wines or about the cocktails, and out of you just want to connect with people and make friends, and like you're young and kind of beautiful. I started a heavy bar journey, and when I was around 22, let me tell you, it was a beautiful time, and you never actually think you do anything wrong, because first of all, like everybody, like when you're in this environment, everybody in your environment are drinking or partying or something. Plus, the media translates the message that if you're an adult, it's okay to drink. Like you can see people in the bars or like with wine or with any alcohol in any kind of movies. It's a great social excuse. Like it just seems natural and okay as an adult to indulge in drinking. So I never actually felt anything is wrong, and everything was quite in moderation until I moved to Maldives. And I mean, even there, I never actually get like super drunk. I never experienced like blackouts, and I never had a hangover. I always was able, I don't know, to understand what's going on, what I talk and blah blah blah. But let's say I like the feeling of being under alcoholic affection, because it's a liquid courage. It just makes you like, it reveals your nature without any social blockages that we put on ourselves when we are just in a normal society. But the thing is that in Maldives there was not many social activities. I mean, not at all. But but like it was the only, maybe not the only, but the primer way to connect with people. And like it was the primer way of escaping the reality, the primer way to relax and to talk and to spend some time, because like you live in a dorm, you work hard, and there is a bar with a very cheap but kind of okay alcohol, like $1 per shot of whiskey. So casual drinking was a very big thing back then. And when I say casual drinking, I mean drinking every day or almost every day. But I think for the last 6 months it was like every day. And it's not okay. Even if you think it's okay, even like inside of you feel that something is wrong. In February, I went to monthly yoga retreat in Koh Phangan. I'm actually now in Koh Phangan, Thailand. This is where I moved, and I'm super happy with this decision. So I went to the monthly yoga retreat, and if you heard about this island, it's famous for yogis and parties. And I was consuming here and there some cocktails or some nice wine, going on a date or something. But I very clearly remember the moment when I was at in the Samui airport flying back to Maldives, when it just clicked in my mind that I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, like, I don't want to get back to reality when you just work, feel miserable, and then you drink because, like, it's another misery, but it helps you with not feeling miserable of your life now. So it's you see this circle, right? But yes, I made a decision 100 days ago that I don't want to drink anymore, and I never been more content with any of my decisions, I guess. So far I'm quite happy, but let me tell you, life is not butterflies and unicorns when you're sober. And there is a lot of challenging aspects I can find in not drinking, which I want to share with you, because I think if you want to step on this journey, doesn't matter like if you go in out of necessity or very high motivation, or like if you put any expectation, which is the worst thing to do actually. You have to know what you can face. So the first, like, it was quite easy, but it caused a lot of trouble, just because I'm this kind of person. The first thing is that you have to cut off a lot of your communication. Like, a decent amount of people that surround you will not surround you anymore. Like, you just realize that nothing really holds you together apart from sitting in the bar and drinking and talking, and that if you eliminate the drinking part, they don't want to spend time with you, you don't want to spend time with them mostly. You don't have much things in common, and you just don't find any value in the connection and the relationship. So this was challenging a little bit. Let's say I'm very grateful for that, by the way, because it really makes you see the real picture of your surrounding. But this slightly moves us to the topic number 2. I think the most challenging, hardest, like the hugest bummer of all of like your sober life is that we all use, maybe not all, but like usually alcohol is used as a nice bandage or as a self-medication from our own traumas or insecurity or anxiety or whatever, or boredom. I mean, name it. You can just drink a little bit and it's kinda, if not going away, disappears. It just goes to the shadow for some time. And when you're sober, you have to deal with all your crap, and it's not fun, and it's difficult, and it's challenging, and if you're like me, it can lead you to a severe depression. It can just, like, this was a very challenging part for me because I never really had friends like when I was a kid or like when I was a teenager. Like most of the friends I have now, we met each other in our bar times when we were all like a bit wild, a little bit crazy, but we managed to build strong connection, and now we can still keep in touch without drinking with several of them, but still. So it's quite difficult for me just to connect with people without a social excuse of drinking, and it makes you feel all your insecurities even more, and it makes you maybe angry, maybe scared. Like, let's say when you don't have a social excuse, you just have to do it. And this is something I'm struggling with now. And yeah, so you have to just sit with all your emotions, with all your thoughts, and it's not fun. But let's say just because it's difficult, it doesn't mean it is wrong. I am actually looking forward to, like, I'm grateful for everything that arises in me now, or like my old traumas or things I have to work out, and I'm grateful for that, and I know that the choice and like the path I'm going is the right one, and eventually it's for greater good. And yeah, you can, I mean, I cannot now, but like you can always come back to just the easy solution, but the easy solution is not the healing solution, let's say like that. And it's also connected, like number 3, the third negative thing, I guess, at least for me. I mean, I'm a girl and I'm a very like self-conscious, and the third thing that I'm struggling with in my sober life is that I freaking gained so much weight in these 3 months that it is killing me. I mean, now I'm working on it slowly, but it is killing me, because like everybody is just like, oh, you gave up drinking, you lose weight, blah blah blah. But no, if you're like me, who never had the urge to like just eat enormous amount of pizza in the night or something, when you actually sometimes used alcohol as an appetite suppressant, you just eat, especially when you're anxious or like so yeah, don't believe everybody who says that you will lose weight magically if you stop drinking. I mean, okay, if your favorite drink is pina colada or like beer or something which contains very little alcohol and a bunch of calories and sugar and blah blah blah, yeah, you will lose weight. But if you're like me, who drinks spirits or wine or like spirit-based cocktails with no juice, no sugar syrup, blah 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 in it, you will gain a lot, because yeah, sometimes if you can't make yourself happy by drinking or by interacting with opposite sex, who by the way becomes very unattractive when you're sober, or just with the bullshine talk in the bar, sometimes you make yourself happy with an ice cream, which is also not good, but which works for some time, but which makes your hips a bit bigger and your face a bit bigger, and your self-esteem a bit lower. Yeah. So this is a huge struggle for me, but again, just because I'm facing it doesn't mean that it's not right and it's not good for me. I mean, now I see, okay, I have an anxiety. I used to drink this anxiety away. Now I'm eating this anxiety away. Screw this, let's work with the anxiety. Is it hard? Yes, it's hard, but we're working on it. So yeah, I mean, apart from this, which is a lot, I don't see any more negative aspects of not drinking. I mean, I'm still attending parties, but just like with a glass of water or coconut in it, and I feel fine. I mean, if you go for a party to just feel connected and to dance and to enjoy the atmosphere of people having fun, you still can do it. Yeah, if like for example you go to the full moon party now, you will want to kill yourself and run away from the party. So like, I mean, you still can do whatever you've been doing in moderation and with mindfulness. Yeah, so it's not like you have to cut off all the fun in your life. No. That brings me to the good things about not drinking. First of all, every connection that you make is so much higher quality. Like, once you go on this way, you see the people surrounding you are also having the same vibe, and they're all beautiful, and they're all smart or wise or like inspiring or this or that. And even though you may be not making that much of new friends or like new connections, the small amount that you make is really quality people that can help you on the path of self-growth and like in your spiritual journey or whatever. And it's just, and it's not draining communication. It's something that you really feed and exchange on, and it's beautiful and amazing. And like, I'm very grateful for this not drinking being a huge social filter who prevents me from meeting bullshine people, and who puts me in the world of very amazing personalities I meet here and there. And also, when you're not drinking, I mean, again, I never experienced hangover. I don't know what it is like when you're just losing the day because you were drunk, or like losing memory or something. But still, when you are not drinking, you have much more energy, and like you feel overall healthier. You can do so much more. Your sleep is becoming like amazing quality. I used to have terrible troubles with sleep, like insomnias. All the time I was waking up in the night, or if you even sleep for 9 hours, sometimes you just feel crushed. Now I wake up at 6 a.m. without alarm almost every day. Sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. without alarm, but this is too much, I know, but still. And overall, you just feel more energized, more up to doing this or that, and like you just feel, it's weird to say when you're 25, but you just feel younger. Yeah, I love this feeling, and I mean, yeah, it's just very cool. And also for like all people who want to save some money, the alcohol, it's like the elimination of it is a huge money saver, especially like if you used to drink in the bars. Like, the difference is crazy. I never actually calculated how much I used to spend before, but let's say like if you get some flashbacks, it was a lot. Like, I spend on the alcohol as much money as I spend on food, or maybe a little bit less, but still, like, now you just don't have to spend this money, and you can invest, I don't know, in courses, in other activities, and something that you never tried before. I don't know, in nice jewelry, whatever. And it's great. I mean, now when I go out with friends in any of the cafes and we order some food, for example, and sometimes I just have a look at the drinks menu and I see that the cocktail costs as much, if not more, as the main course, for example. And I used to be like easy drinker of several cocktails. I'm like, oh wow, that's a huge one. So if you're looking for an easy way to save some money or to reinvest some money, let's say, try giving up alcohol. Like, for example, if you know that you're a social drinker, and even if you just like indulging on the TV show and a wine bottle, if you eliminate this wine bottle, for example, and do it for a month, you will easily get money to invest into like some dance class that you want to do, or yoga pass, or some online education like Coursera courses or whatever. So it's a huge money saver. And in general, I am very grateful for decision that was just planted in my head for stopping consuming alcohol, and for all the clarity and all the like mindfulness I have now. Again, I'm not saying that my life is all unicorns and rainbows now. I actually think that it was way easier before, but just because it's easy, it doesn't mean it's right, and just because it's difficult, it doesn't mean it's wrong. So I'm sorry. Yeah, now it's good. So if you asking me, would I recommend everybody to stop consuming anything that messes with your mind? I would definitely will. If you ask me, will you see your life becoming better? Not really. But you will feel that the quality of your life is changing in the best direction. And sometimes I have moments of like when I feel very down, or like I feel depressed, or I get like struck by my social anxiety and like my own insecurities. And there were moments when I felt like if I just like say screw it, let's go drink and party, yeah, it will make this unbearable feeling maybe disappear, but it will not make it go, and it will not heal it. But facing it and working through it, even though it's hard and unpleasant, this what really helps. So yesterday I celebrated 100 days of complete mind clarity. I don't know how many more days to come. I don't believe in labels like forever and never and blah blah blah, but this is something that naturally going on, and I'm happy that as an adult I am making the decisions that I know benefit my life, and I hope you will consider this too. And if you just never had these problems like me before, I'm very happy for you. And yeah, just it's beautiful how once you grow up you start reevaluating the values, and you really put like the health and development and growth first. Yeah, thank you for watching. It was a long video. I don't know how to edit it, so I'm sorry, it will be long. If you have any questions, if you wanna hear about my journey in Copenhagen, like I'm doing my yoga teacher training soon, I just finished my volunteering, and there's a lot of going on here and there, I would love to share. Just let me know what you think about all of that, and thank you for being with me. Have a beautiful day.